it's okay to be happy with other people winning, even if you're not winning. It's okay to sit here and support your friend, even if you don't have anything going on for yourself. Even if he doesn't speak to you because he's busy, it's all right to sit here and still support him. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love you, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't support him just because y'all ain't spoken in a while.
Yeah, I found music as a way of escape. I found that as therapy, learning how to express myself. The only time that I felt the need to express myself, I felt comfortable expressing myself, was through music.
Everybody takes the time that they need to grow and reinvent themselves.
Slow motion is better than no motion.
So at the end of the day, like you said, you came into the world by yourself, so you're gonna leave by yourself, which means the only person that can leave a legacy for you is you.
Damn.
And that shit.
You could leave it at that. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Oh my God. Are you listening? But are you listening though? I used to be the person that asked God I never been a person to ask God, can I be rich? It was more so just be like, I pray that I'm financially stable someday. But what I ended up learning throughout prayer was everything else that I was praying on, almost in a sense that guarantees me that. If you're a person that read books, or you working on your body, you putting the right stuff in your body, you seeking knowledge every single day, you're gonna be rich.
You got me looking fat right now.
Huh?
You got me looking fat right now.
Oh, cause you got all the shit. Break bread, bro.
All right, here we go.
The big machos right here.
You already know.
Should I get another plate?
With the podcast, you feel me? I got family with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my G.
What's good, man? It's your boy Molly G, back with another V.
Word.
You trying to redo that? You trying to redo that?
Why? Cause you're back with the Molly V shit.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and say it. I can edit it.
What we about to get in today, bro?
Today we're gonna dive in to a little backstory about yourself. Your brand, what made you kind of get into it, and kind of tackle more questions along the way. Ooh, it's getting a little windy in here, huh?
Double plated.
Man. So I want to start off with tell them a little bit about yourself, give them your backstory so they know, who you are, what you've been through.
Oh, that's a lot.
Go ahead. Spit game.
Well, my real name is Jamal, from the east side of South Central LA, born and raised. My background, man, consists of good days and bad days. I mean, like I said, it's a lot to unpack. If anybody knows the streets of South Central or knows that part of town, knows that it's a lot of adversities that you face as a child growing up in that type of environment. And for me, it was more so just finding a way to remove myself from that. I mean, my family, damn near everybody I know, my family, closest friends, gang bang, or do some type of, or affiliated in some way in that nature. And for me, it was more so just, that wasn't who I was, or that's not something that I felt the need to participate in, so I just kind of distanced myself from a lot. And it was very hard in the beginning, because I was still trying to find myself and who I was as a person. Which I still am, but just growing and having a better understanding of it now than then. But you just go through some things, man. You see some things, and it either make you or break you.
Word.
And for me, it made me. And that's just who I am. So I hope that was a good background story.
Shit, like I said, you gave me a little bit of insight. If you want.
Yeah. We gonna get in detail to it throughout the interview, you feel me, or the podcast, you feel me? But
Real talk. All right, so given the fact that, you told us your backstory and how you said it made you.
Yeah.
Like, what did it make you into? What do you do now to where you can say that everything that you've been through made you?
What do I do now? I do many of things, but what I'm most passionate about is music.
Okay.
I am a musician, so going through what I've been through kind of helps. It kind of goes well with music in a sense because they mesh well together. I found music as a way of escape. I found that as therapy, learning how to express myself. The only time that I felt the need to express myself, I felt comfortable expressing myself was through music. So that's kind of why I don't really trip off of a lot of things or just kind of question why me in a sense, because like I said, in a way it made me who I am, and it kind of helped mold the way that I think in today's time. So
Word. So you said you do music. Is that what your brand is?
yeah,
Okay.
like I said, I'm a man of many
Word.
type shit.
You don't
You're
go
one
into
of
too
these
much
type of-
detail. I won't
Man,
give
man.
too much juice right now.
Yeah, man, not too much, dude. You feel me? We ain't gonna talk about the V because I am that.
So you looking into producing or you rapping?
I do both.
Okay.
I started off producing. My brother taught me how to make beats. Taught me how to make beats on Ableton. And that's kind of how I started. That's kind of what introduced me into music and how to create music. And he also taught me how to play the piano. So making music was more so like the start for me as far as production wise.
Word.
I didn't really start getting into like the rapping till I got a little bit older. A lot of shit start to build up as far as emotion, anger, all these type of things. And I found myself writing mainly at the start was for therapy, like it was therapeutic to me.
Okay.
And then I start to venture off into just like rapping on the vlog or just freestyling or playing here and there, and people like, yo, you actually got a talent. Jesus Christ. Forgot to turn my phone off. People was like, you actually got a talent. Like, you actually gifted at this shit. Like, you should give it a try. And shortly after, I started to make music, actually make songs. By this time, I kind of let go of the producing and just focus mainly on just being an artist, like rapping wise. And made a couple songs here and there, started to get a little buzz for myself. And that's kind of like where it's at with it right now, is just staying consistent with it and just continue to grow as an artist and continue to learn and expand my knowledge as far as the art of making music.
Okay. So
Type
from
shit.
before you started your brand to now, what knowledge have you gained that you would say helped you in building your brand?
Take one day at a time.
Okay.
One day at a time. I mean, like, kind of like we had a little discussion before this, but it's kind of just, there's no rules to this shit. Like, your life is your guide to it. As far as whatever it is that you see yourself doing, your life is your guide. All what you've been through, all the data that you collected over time, the pain, the hurt, the anger, the good times, the bad times, all that shit is your guide to putting it towards whatever it is that you want to do in this life. And for me, that's music. But to expand that is just being a creator in anything it is that I find interest in. I just like to create. That's just naturally me. So I take all the data that I collected based off of what I've been through, and I put it in that. And the reason why I say take one day at a time, because you literally have to take one day at a time with it. Nothing comes overnight. And the more you try to rush it, the more things you're gonna miss out on. So it's just, slow motion is better than no motion.
Word.
Sit back and observe, pay attention, allow things to come to you, and you have to really trust and believe that it's all gonna fall into place at the right time. So, I mean, that's pretty much any advice that I would give anyone, and that's the one thing that I really learned based off of just starting your own brand and your business is take your time with it. I mean, set goals for yourself, but be prepared that some things might not fall into place right when you want it to. You know, that kind of takes away the emotion of just being discouraged and wanting to give up on it. And believe me or not, you're gonna go through that. I mean, in pursuing something as great as we're pursuing. So take one day at a time with it, man. I mean,
real talk. Now, y'all better use that advice, because he ain't lying. He's spitting straight facts right there. Because even in the process of building my own brand, I would say that I kind of got the same, what's the word I'm looking for?
You want what it is?
No, go ahead. I already got like 10 here. Trying to make me gain like 15 pounds in one episode. But basically, it opened my eyes to realizing that, you know, you're playing a long-term game. It's not just, boom, okay, I'm successful, that's it. You know, you got to keep expanding and building on your brand, your business, whatever it is that you have going on. So, like you said, taking it one day at a time and consistently gaining knowledge in not only, you know, the field that you're in, but knowledge about life in general. Because as you build your brand, it helps you continuously learn more things about life. Trust me, like, you know, there's things that you probably thought you would never learn about. But as you sitting here building up your brand, you know, it helps, right? You start going on other journeys. Even from, I told you guys before, that's one of the things that helped me get on track with my nutrition. Like, you guys see me, I be eating damn near everything, right? But as I started putting on my business or working on my business, I realized some days I would feel sluggish due to whatever I was eating. That's when I cut out red meat. We were having a discussion, you know, you said you cut out red meat as well.
Yeah, no red meat, man.
Man, and we both, you know, this is two people telling you that he feels better and I feel better. We both feel way more energetic after making that switch. So this just goes to show that when you're working on something, it can help you in another aspect of life as well.
It's facts. That was a gym for real.
Feel me?
That was a real gym though.
Little Instagram clip.
Yeah,
right there.
type shit. Type shit. Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah, but that's facts though.
Before we get into like a little bit of deeper stuff, let me ask you, what does your dream life look like to you?
Dream life? I dream life pretty simple. I mean, and I'm not even gonna speak on materialistic things.
Word.
Like, a dream life for me that I feel like I'm not too far away from is not in the sense of knowing it all, but having a healthy understanding with myself and how to move forward in life. That works best for me. I'm gonna just say this. It kind of goes with the question, but I don't care what it is that you want to do in life. I don't care what it is that you're pursuing. It's never gonna work if you don't work up here. It all starts here. So you can have all the money in the world, the cars, the girls, all that. None of that shit gonna matter if you ain't right up here. That's why you see a lot of people with a lot of money, they got the perfect life, and you question yourself, why the hell is they crazy, or why they doing this or that? Because they ain't right up here. So it's just having a healthy mindset, getting in better shape. Like, I'm just at the point now where it's like bro said, we was just talking about putting the right shit in our body or what makes us feel better. And I wish, that's the one thing I wish that I was a little more knowledgeable about when I was younger, was just what you put in your body really reflects your daily life and how you go about it. So cutting out red meat, it's like I don't wake up in the morning sluggish or this and that. I just feel more freely as spirit and in mind. And that's kind of helped me just come up with a lot of ideas. It kind of helped me like function better, being a creator, getting in tune with myself more, So another thing I see as the perfect life is just having that time to myself where I could just meditate and really work on myself. Having a family of my own, being financially stable. You know, I don't see myself being super rich, but just having something to where, hey bro, you trying to go on a cruise? Or you trying to go fly across? Let's go do it. There's no thought, there's no stress about it, nothing. It's like, okay, let's pick a date, let's pick the time, and let's go. You know, being in a position to do things like that. Also being in a position to help others as well, because it's like, I'm not doing this for myself. I never seen myself doing it just for me. You know, like I got a family to feed. I know people that's in need and people that believed in me from the very start. So it's just being in a position to where you good with yourself, your pocket's right. You feel me? You got good people around you that love you and support you, that want to see you win, that's gonna pull you to the side when they see you kind of slacking, or hey, that's not you, or you know what I'm saying? And also being a person to where you're able to be accepting of what it is that they're telling you, not out of because, oh, they hating, nah, because it's out of love. And they know that you could do better in a sense. So that's kind of where I see the perfect life for me, is just, like I said, being in a position to where like I'm good, man, like financially, mentally, physically, and I'm able to take care of myself and my people, and mainly to have a family of my own, find somebody to where I can settle down with, grow with, and build, and bring children in this world and teach them all that it is that I've learned, or all what it is that I wasn't taught. So that's the perfect life for me.
Okay. Hey, that's real shit though. I can't cap to you.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, you probably answered that the best out of a bunch of people that I didn't ask. I can't cap. A lot of people, off camera, I should say, many people bring up, you know, just materialistic things, and not a lot of people dive into it like how he has. You know, he went deeper. He says, just like you said, one thing that really hit me was something that I preach a lot, which is the people that you keep around and accepting criticism. I think this generation, or you know, where we are now, they're very, they don't know how to take positive criticism. You know, they're always quick to.
Are we cuff? Are we cuff?
Oh, hey, go crazy.
What he just said, that mainly be niggas that look like us. I just want to throw that in there.
Real?
I just want to throw that in there. We ain't got to get into that though.
I mean,
we ain't got to get into that.
I can't cap to you. I've been wanting to make a short about it in general, like on Instagram, but he's not lying. Fuck it, I ain't gonna lie. We just gonna get into it. Real talk.
People.
Real talk. Now that he brought it up, because it's true. You know, when you see other races, you know, other ethnic groups and everything, everything is unity with them.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes outside of when something bad happens. It seems the only time when, you know, us as blacks really sit here and come together is when one of our people die, and you know, it goes crazy, like, you know, when George Floyd died. Right. And of course, you know, that is a time to come together, but we should be together through thick and thin, not just because, you know, this event happened that was very tragic. And it sucks to say that a lot of our biggest haters, like you said, are our own people. Instead of us going and we telling people, yo, you know, Jamal comes and he says, hey, yo, you know, I got my brand, you know, go support whoopty whoopty whoop. It'll be the closest people to you that's hating. And it really sucks that it has to be like that, you know, within the black community. But that's something that, you know, I want to change myself, to really sit here and let the younger generations and the generations to come after them really understand it's okay to be happy with other people winning, even if you're not winning. It's okay to sit here and support your friend, even if you don't have anything going on for yourself. Even if he doesn't speak to you because he's busy, it's all right to sit here and still support them. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love you, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't support him just because y'all ain't spoken in a while. All right, everybody takes the time that they need to grow and reinvent themselves.
Right.
And I truly believe that, you know, we have to do better as a black community to understand this, to realize like, dang, All right. Actually, now that I said that, one thing about black people is they don't understand. In some cases, yes, I'm not gonna cap. Some people do be upcharging, but when you see black small businesses, you gotta understand they don't have the funding that other
all out of pocket, bro.
Yeah, they don't have the funding that other races have, so they have to raise their prices in order to see a profit. So don't always think that they're trying to scam you or they just trying to get some bread from you. A lot of times this is what needs to happen, for them to even make profit, because they probably had to go spend $40 on like $40 to $60 just to go get some blanks for a sweatsuit.
Facts.
Right? When in all reality, another business, let's take it like Nike or something like that. Even actually, forget that. I'm gonna just go Gucci on y'all. The belts that they get probably cost like cents. Maybe a couple cents, maybe a couple dollars, and they just putting their logo on it, and y'all going to go buy it for like $600 to $1,000.
Hey, that's crazy.
You feel me? But y'all won't support someone that's close to you that's something going on because they selling a T-shirt for $30. And I just think it's mind-boggling to me how, no one really sits back and thinks about it or looks at it from a bigger picture, And it really sucks that, it has to be like that.
That's because, not to cut you off,
go ahead.
That's also because our community is very like small-minded people. And that's not to be offensive. I'm just speaking how it is. Like I come from poverty, so just knowing the environment people that live in, and it's like they good people at the end of the day. But how do you expect someone to think above and beyond when this is all they see every single day? You know what I mean? It's kind of like the analogy they say, like a lot of kids grow up, and speaking on black people, a lot of kids grow up and they want to become either a rapper, an athlete, specifically football or basketball, or they go into gang banging or doing any other type of activities. And that's just because that's all that's around us. Like, that's the only thing that's around us. But when you kind of like channel your focus towards other things, and you allow your mind to expand from your environment, you become way more powerful. Like, and I'm not speaking like that in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, you become more in tune with yourself. Like, you want to feed yourself the right shit. And I'm speaking as far as information. You start to seek certain things that's not in your environment. You got to go out of your environment to have in your possession, or to learn, or to come face with, in a sense. And I just feel like black people they don't have that, and that's because a lot of black people is content. They content with their environment, they content with what they have. And I know it's a touchy subject and it's a touchy thing to speak on, but it's like it ain't no excuses, bro, at the end of the day. Like I come from the Jordan Down projects. I stayed on 42nd and McKinley. I went to Jeff, one of the worst schools. We had race riots and everything. What?
No, that's crazy work. I can't.
Like, race riots, all that. But I kind of had to balance because I had two amazing parents. I was lucky enough and blessed enough to have my father in my life as a father figure to help steer me in the right direction. But being able, as I got older, being able to see my parents struggle and start to understand certain sacrifices that they were making and that they made, it lit something in me that is like, I want to not only do it for myself, but do it for them. And I know I'm not going to be able to do that if I'm just around here. Simple as that. Like, you got to go out and find that inspiration. But luckily enough, we have this thing right here, your phone, to where you can go on Instagram and you can see.
Not to cut you off. Bro pulled one. I didn't even realize my boy got two phones stacked, though. This is crazy, bro. He said this.
Hey, bro,
thing
chill,
like he
bro.
got two.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
That's crazy.
Now, one phone is just Bro, don't listen to him, bro. I got one phone, bro. I got one phone, bro. I don't know what you talking about. But yeah, man, as black people, bro, we gotta do better, bro. Like he was saying, bro, like, I got next door neighbors, they Colombians. They all live in the same house. They all work together. They grocery shop together. They do everything together. It's unity. I've never seen these people have an argument. Not saying that they're perfect. Everybody got their battles, their struggles, and their disagreement. But you always see them together, doing stuff together. Christmas time, everybody outside putting the lights up. The groceries come, the mom and the pops go get the groceries. Everybody coming outside putting the groceries in. It's just simple things like that. Like they passing down cars to the younger kids to have transportation. Like it's just simple things like that. It's like I don't be seeing, and we make it a joke. Like you know, growing up on that side of town, there's a lot of Mexicans. And and I remember one time we went to the gym, and the Mexican homies pulled up, and it's like 10 of them deep coming out the car.
They be stacked.
They be stacked, but it's like, it's unity, bro. So this is what I mean by getting outside the environment to allow yourself to see it from a different perspective. As for what it is. I used to see it as a joke. Now I understand it from a more, I don't want to say deeper perspective, but just a more healthier perspective is unity. At the end of the day, it's unity. And that's not a lot in the black community, especially knowing that what I've been through in the music industry, be your own people, bro. A lot of gatekeepers. We ain't gonna get into all that.
Man, no Diddy.
No Diddy.
Real talk.
Yo, stall out Diddy, bro. Stall Diddy out, man.
Can't stall nothing out.
Yeah, nobody stall him out. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, man. Do better, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that one was hard. Oh, also, to expand on that, I think, yeah, to expand on that as well. When you supporting people, man.
Yeah, support.
Support isn't, because I know we went into the whole, or we kind of not veered from it, but when you supporting those close to you, don't think that support is asking them for, whatever they selling for free, just so you can, have it.
And to be honest with you, don't expect support.
True. Don't expect support for one.
Don't expect it, because nobody really owe you nothing.
Word.
I mean, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, like, your closest people to you gonna support you because they love you, and they were part of the reason why you even started to pursue whatever it is that you're pursuing. So I feel like some people automatically gonna support you, but me personally, I don't expect it from no one. And it's not because I don't love them or hate them or anything like that. It's just like, this is my mission at the end of the day. I came into this world by myself, I'm gonna leave it by myself. So I just developed that mindset with the idea of reaching out for people to support and expecting things from people as far as support, and having certain things, whether it was a performance or releasing a song. And it's like, you reach out to people and then motherfuckers don't come through for you. So it's like, instead of going through that and going through that pain or that hurt or that discouragement, it's like, don't even expect it, bro. Like, lock in on yourself.
Word. Stretch my name. No, that's real game.
Yeah,
that's real game, especially in the beginning, because if you want to be real, a lot of people won't support you until they see you win.
Right.
And it sucks, but that's the world we live in. And if you only chase your dreams because someone compliments you, or because the person closest to you is telling you that you can do it, is it really a dream of yours? Like, it should be your dream because you know that you can do it, not because someone else tells you that you can do it. So pursue it no matter what. Even for a lot of stuff that I've done, I've had, not gonna name names, but I've had people close to me before that told me, I think you should just focus on getting a regular job, because like you said, they're content, right? They're comfortable with the constant income, consistent income that a normal job will bring them, but they don't understand that I'm thinking even bigger than that. I want to have better, not only for myself, but for my family when I decide to create one. I want to put people around me in better positions, and that's why I know that I have to keep pushing for my dreams regardless of what people say right now. When I'm sitting here and I realize, oh, I got someone close to me that I want to put them on the podcast, well then I don't need to be second guessing it. I just need to go. I told you last week?
What about the podcast?
Yeah. Last week we started talking. I was like, oh, gotta have you on an episode. Here we are today.
Just like that. At the crib, at the backyard.
Yeah, you feel me? I don't got no studio or nothing yet, but this just goes to show that you don't need all that fancy stuff to really sit here and make it happen. All right, you can make something special happen as long as you just continuously put in the work, and as long as you're confident in your vision. Because at the end of the day, like you said, you came into the world by yourself, so you're gonna leave by yourself, which means the only person that can leave a legacy for you is you.
Damn.
And that's
you could leave it at that. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Oh my God. Are you listening? But are you listening though?
Man.
Did you really hear it? That was hard though. I ain't gonna lie, that was hard.
Man. But yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, that was hard.
And that's just what it is. So at the end of the day, man, keep working even when eyes aren't on you. Keep working, day in and day out. If you got something that you building, treat it as like it's your baby. You got to work on it when nobody sees you working on it. I'll be up till like 4 a.m. I can't lie to you. Hell, last night, man, I didn't go to sleep till 4 because I realized, there were still things that I needed to work on for my brand. And, sometimes you got to give up. I don't sit here and say, oh, I need 8 hours of sleep a night. To be honest, I feel like that's too much. I'd be sluggish. But
ain't that's crazy?
4, woke up at 8, started doing what I had to do again for my brand, making sure that I had everything, all my equipment for my podcast. Text him like, yo, let me know what we do. He texted me actually, making sure we were still on for today. I told him, yeah. Let him know when I was here. I ain't gonna lie, you know me. I had to
get here, man. I was all the way in Newport.
Man. I told him, I was like, we can do a little mukbang podcast. Right. I was hungry. I had to go get my 10 tacos. We're not gonna talk about it. But this just goes to show that it's a different type of grind when it's something that you really want. Because no matter what, I was gonna get. I told him we're gonna get our episode in, and this ain't just, this isn't a one-time thing. We're gonna keep coming and bringing you guys the knowledge that you guys need. And like I always say, if you're not tuning in, you're missing out on a bunch of game, and that's just real talk. Because
facts.
I don't just do this for me, but I do this for you guys too. Just how we said, we in our community, there's a bunch of people that don't have this knowledge. There's a bunch of people that don't want to share this information with the younger generation. We are going to change that. We're giving this information out so people can see, and not only for our community, but for every community, because it's not just about one. Everybody should be together and unify. That to really make this world a way better place, if we being real. But yeah,
that ain't gonna happen though.
Yeah, but
that's why you gotta be accepting of the good and the bad, man.
You feel me?
Be grateful for what you get, man, what you have, because it's always gonna be evil. It's always gonna be bad. That's just the reality of it. It's always gonna be motherfuckers that's gonna hate on you.
Always.
Gonna see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And for the longest time, I never understood that. I never understood that. I would always ask my mom that. But she told me sometimes others, and she put it as in a sense of the devil. And I actually end up reading about this later in a book called Outwitting the Devil. And You got that? You read that?
I gotta finish it.
Crazy word. Crazy word. But sometimes the devil will see what's in you before you're able to see it in yourself. And just to give a little detail about the book, was one thing that caught my attention was it says the devil basically got you the moment you enter this world. I'm like, damn, what? Nah, the devil got you the moment you enter this world. And how does the devil got you? He got you through your parents. He got you through your environment. He got you through what's around you in your environment. And basically, in a sense of your family and all that type of shit, like, he uses the people around you to get to you. So that kind of goes back to what we was talking about, as far as a lot of people within our community don't know certain things. And if they don't know certain things, and we're the kids and we supposed to be looking up to them, how are we going to know these things? And you get to a point to where you get older and you look back and you be like, damn, man, if only I knew this then. Like, I be seeing kids, bro, riding around in fucking, little white kids riding around in Mercedes-Benz and BMWs and all this type of shit, and they parents got them sick. And you can't fault them for that. Absolutely not. But it's just, how can I say it? It's just a sense of, it's always going to be evil in your path. So you have to be accepting of the good and the bad. Regardless of whether you got a couple dollars in your pocket or you got 100,000 or $1 million, there's always going to be some problems that's come your way. And you just got to be accepting of it and being able to embrace everything that comes with it. It's never not going to be there. It's always going to be there. So you might as well prepare yourself and come to an agreement or a settlement with yourself. Like, man, it is what it is. I'm just going to accept all that comes with it, embrace it, and just continue to move through my life.
And keep God in it.
Keep God.
You know, especially because, like you said, if there's always going to be evil, and you got to make sure that you keep praying to the Lord and keep him with you on your journey, man, so that you can overcome that evil.
I didn't even get into God, bro. I developed a relationship with God on my own. Like, since I moved out here, like the whole meditating and all that type of stuff, like I just got to a point, I would say last year, to where it's like, it's damn near a religion to me. Like, every day I take an hour. It'd probably be longer than that, but I say like an hour minimum, where I just go to a place on my own and have a conversation with God. It don't cost you nothing. Might be a little gas money to get there if you got you a whip, but shit, that ain't nothing, because it's an investment within yourself. And it has helped me so much, tremendously, in ways that I never thought it would be able to help me. Just developing a relationship with God, you come to developing a relationship with yourself and learning how to better yourself. So it's kind of like how we say we don't eat red meat no more. I kind of got that idea, or made an action upon that, was through developing a relationship with God. And by developing a relationship with God, I develop a relationship with myself. I start to be more aware and conscious of who I was and what made me feel good and what made me didn't feel good. And I made that choice to, like, I'm gonna cut out red meat. You know, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't take that time out of my day to just meditate, or just have a moment in silence for myself. But God, man, is, you got anything on God? Because I can go all day about God.
Man, go ahead, spit. Go ahead, go crazy, man.
Like,
go crazy.
He's talking about go crazy.
Man, you already locked in, so go ahead, keep talking.
I mean, God, bro, is, everybody don't believe in God, which is crazy to me. But God has revealed certain things to me that's, I can't even explain, bro. Like, but what I will say is, hindsight is 20/20. A lot of things that I look back on, I get it now. I get why that happened, and I get why I went through that, because it made me who I am today. And I feel like if you a person that believes in God and you go and pray, you also have to be thoughtful and mindful of what it is that you pray for. If you asking God for strength, best believe you're going to get tested to acquire that strength. If you praying and you asking God for understanding, then certain things is going to reveal itself to you to where you start to develop an understanding, but you have to be accepting of whatever it is that comes with it. You can't just pray for something and just think it's all going to be good. It's like, nah, it's like you pray for a house. Well, you know how much shit comes with a house? You got insurance, you got you got down payments, credit, taxes, all these different type of things that comes with a house. And that's just acquiring a house.
Word.
They ain't even like keeping it up to date, like, you know, like owning it throughout your entire life. So whatever it is that you pray for, whatever it is you ask God for, you have to be mindful that there's two sides of things. You feel me? Everything ain't just fucking cherry on top. Like, you know, like it's a lot that comes with it. And like I said, if you asking God for strength, believe you're gonna get tested. If you praying and you asking God to meet the right significant other, well, you might go through some that's gonna do you dirt, but that's only gonna show you how you should be loved and what a genuine and true relationship is about. Because you're gonna end up meeting someone that is kind of gonna reveal everything that you didn't receive in your last relationships, in a sense. And it also teaches you how to be a better partner as well. What else? If you're asking God for wisdom and knowledge, you're gonna go through some things to where you acquire this wisdom and knowledge, but you're gonna get hurt in the process. Plain and simple. I used to be the person that asked God I never been the person to ask God, can I be rich? It was more so as just be like, I pray that I'm financially stable someday. But what I ended up learning throughout prayer was everything else that I was praying on, almost in a sense that guarantees me that. If you're a person that read books, or you working on your body, you putting the right stuff in your body, you seeking knowledge every single day, you're gonna be rich. It's like, there's no excuse for you not to be rich, I feel. The more you obtain within here, the more you feed yourself up here, you're gonna find so many ways to acquire financial freedom, I feel. Like, because there's so much that comes with obtaining financial freedom. It's just, it's more than just hustle, I feel. Like, it's so many different like aspects of obtaining financial freedom. And yeah. You want me to keep going?
Listen,
I'm here.
if y'all ain't tapping in, something's wrong with you. I can't lie to you. I don't even need to say nothing no more.
But I would say just be mindful of what it is that you pray for, man. Like, whatever it is, just be mindful of it. And some things that you pray for now, you might not even care about later. So a lot of things that I cared about then that I don't even care about now. So that goes back to taking one day at a time and just being patient and allowing yourself time to grow and expand as a brand, because you are the brand. Always remember, you are the brand. And you have to, like I said, allow yourself time to grow. You have to allow things to fall into place and be mindful of what it is that you ask God for and what it is you pray for. Because not everything you pray for, that doesn't mean it's meant for you. Simple as that. Like, but the more time you put in to get to know who you are, the better understanding you have. And you will know what to go to ask God for. You feel me? So, yeah, just be patient with yourself. I mean, but I will say, if you haven't already, please develop a relationship with God, bro. Like, I'm not an advocate. I ain't here to tell you, even though I just suggested it. But I'm just speaking off of what it has done for me. It has helped me in ways that I never thought it could, in a sense. And that's only because I didn't grow up in church, but I went to the whole church thing, and I never really liked the church. Church never sat well with me. And that's because you see the people up there preaching and saying the word of God and all this and that, but it's like, nigga, I know you. Like, I know what you doing, bro. Like, when you ate in this church, like, it don't make sense to me. Like, how can you say you holy and you this and you that and righteous and all this and that, but it's like, You on bullshit as soon as church over with. It's Monday, you back on bullshit. You feel me? So it's like, that idea never stuck with me. And I don't fault those people. I mean, I'm not here to judge them because, like I said, we all got our own battles and struggles. But it's better if you develop a relationship on your own. That way you can track your progress. If you know you did something wrong and you did some foul shit, go admit it. Ask God for forgiveness. Simple as that. It's like, you ain't no better than the next person, but what separates us a lot of people from a lot of people is some people actually have no problem with admitting when they're wrong, or they have no problem with looking themselves in the mirror and allowing pride to move aside and be like, I know what I did wrong, and I'm gonna do my best to work better on it next time. It's a lot of people that can't do that. A lot of people can't look themselves in the mirror and just be real with themselves. And it's a lot because that's a lot of people out here that's not comfortable with who they are. They live in this fairy tale life and all this other shit, and you know they're too influenced by what they see on social media, and really social media is nothing but deceiving.
It's a facade.
It's a facade. It's like, so I feel like the main point of this episode is really just, you got to tune in and lock in with you. I mean, a lot of the things that we saying, it might go through one ear and out the other, you know, and you might not be able to digest the information that you're receiving right now. Some of this shit might hit hard to some people, some of it might not.
True.
And that's completely fine, and that's completely understandable. As long as you have the will and the understanding that I want to be something in this life, doing whatever it is that you're passionate about, you have to take one day at a time and allow yourself to be what's the word I'm looking for? I'll just use this word. To be receiving of all the information that is coming that's coming your way. And
a student of the game in a
be
sense.
Be a student of the game, man. Allow all this shit to come your way, go with the flow of life. And I'm not speaking as if from like a nigga know it all, cause I don't. But I've been through so much in my still early life. I'm only 25 years old, but I've been able to sit back and observe so many things, and also have the balance of seeing where I come from, and also that there's so much more in life than where I come from. Like, it's crazy. Like, just be waking up over here, bro, it'd be like, damn, this a beautiful ass neighborhood.
Feel me?
You feel me? Like, compared to staying on the east side, it's like, you look around and it's like,
You got trash everywhere.
Trash everywhere, bro. You feel me?
People fighting over stupid stuff.
We ain't even get into all the other
Man,
type of shit,
you
but
feel me?
like I stayed on 59th and Fig for a period of time. I wake up seeing prostitutes walking on Fig. Some girls is probably like 16, 15 years old, selling their body.
Man.
And you wake up to that shit, and you kind of like, damn, that's fucked up.
And that's because they ain't got the right guidance, and that's why we say you gotta have that guidance.
You gotta have the money ain't. A lot of people do a lot of things for money, and I'm at the age now where I understand that I was always told by the older generation, money is the root of all evil. I completely understand that now, because there's a lot of people that do a lot of foul shit for some pay. I mean,
we seeing it right now with celebrities and stuff.
A lot of people do a lot of foul shit with some pay, like, because pay being power at the end of the day, and that's the real high, is power. But you got a lot of money, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. You can keep a lot of people mouth shut, as we seeing now with the whole Diddy thing.
Man.
But can't nothing outbeat God, bro. And that's kind of what we seeing now with the whole Diddy thing. It's like, what's done in the dark always gonna come to the light. Believe me. That ain't never failed me. What's done in the dark always come to the light. Only you know what you're doing behind closed doors, or when you got that time to yourself. Only you know what's doing. So be very aware of that.
I mean,
very
stay
aware.
Conscious with every decision that you make.
Yeah, and it's not that hard. It's simple. It's like,
That part.
don't overthink it that much, man. I know that's easier said than done, but I'm just at a point now, I feel like, where you just gotta be, you have to be more accepting of certain things. Not saying you have to understand it, It's a difference between understanding and being accepting. This man can come to me with an idea, and I don't know nothing about the idea. I don't understand it. But that doesn't mean I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm accepting of it. If that's what you're gonna do, bro, do it. I believe you. I'm 100% behind you. You feel me? I don't have to understand what it is that you're doing. I just believe in you. As simple as that. So, don't try to understand everything for your own sanity. You feel me? I posted this on my story a couple days back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I said, don't try to understand everything for your own sanity. Some things are not meant for us to understand. So for your own peace, be accepting of that. Simple as that, bro. That was hard, huh? It was. Oh my God.
Listen, I
want to jump in the pool right now.
You crazy. Hey, but I was gonna say, bro, there's no way. But yeah, you know, I be trying to tell y'all, man, like, we really here to give y'all game, to give y'all information, and he just went crazy right now for, you know, a cool span. I can't get to you. You went crazy. For real? You did. I can't lie to you.
I'm a walking book, bro.
Real talk. You feel me? I mean, what we trying to do, that's what we gotta be though.
And I started off empty. Don't let that go over your head.
See, that's another one right there, you feel me? But
I don't even know what the fuck I just said, but it sounded good though.
Hey,
it sounded good though.
Real talk, you feel me?
It sounded good.
In order to create a book, right?
Right.
The pages gotta be blank at first.
Right. Damn, that was hard. I'm gonna use that.
Feel me?
Yeah, man.
Over time, you can eventually fill it up.
Over time. Right. Page by page. One day at a time.
Page by page, sentence by sentence.
One day at a time, bro.
Man. But just a step out of kind of what we was talking about right now. Rate the food, my G. Rate the food, 1 through 10. Oh, also tell the people the name of the place. I don't know what it is. You took me here. I have no clue what the name of this place is.
I ain't gonna lie to you either. I don't know the name of the place. It's El Tarasco. Something like that.
Oh, El Tarasco? Is that what?
Yeah, El Tarasco.
Okay.
Yeah, El Tarasco.
Man.
Redondo Beach. Nice little spot.
What you rating the tacos?
They ain't better than Taco Mamas.
You ever been to El Encejito and Gardena?
Yeah.
Change your life.
Good yeah, they good too. Yeah, these smooth. They smooth. I mean, I ain't probably like a six. I'll say 7. Maybe 7.
I was gonna say the same thing. I can't lie to you.
6, 7.
I was gonna say like 6.5, 6.5 for sure.
Type shit. Yeah, that's smooth though.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You got anything else you got in mind, or you got anything you would ask me?
Oh yeah, when the baby shower?
Oh my fucking God. I'm sick of this dude, bro. I'm sick. This man been asking me this all damn day. What's up with y'all, bro? What's up with y'all? That's all, bro. What's up with all the people close to me asking me this damn question?
I had to go through it, bro. You gotta go through it.
What the hell you gotta go? You just said you single.
No, I said, see, what I told this man was that I ain't even gonna say that on camera. That's tough. Oh, I can't say that on camera. Yeah. No, I can say it on camera. I'm a virgin. You feel me? I ain't got no problem saying that. You feel me? I don't know what it is. I ain't never really. Where you going, bro?
Oh, I had to look for the truth of that statement. My bad. I couldn't find it, if you can tell.
Nah, I be really telling joints like, no, like, I ain't never really did it. Some of them believe, nah, I'm lying. I'm lying like a motherfucker. They don't believe me.
What you capping for?
I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what people be seeing sometimes. I'm telling the truth, though. I could never lie to y'all. Or you. Come on, bro. But he ain't gonna tell y'all he got a baby on the way.
I don't. I don't. Bro, why do you think this?
Huh?
Why do you think this?
I don't know. Just spark conversation.
Oh yeah.
So what's your perfect partner look like?
My perfect
Let me
partner?
not say that. Let me not say that. What's your perfect significant other look like? That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh man, that one's juicy. I can't.
That's a good one. That's a little too deep for you. That's a little too much pressure. We gonna move on to something else, bro. We can talk about the clothing.
I never got pressure. We definitely got to get to that. I can't cap to you. It's like there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I say we save that for the next episode. I say we save it for that one. I can't cap. I like that. So we
What's the perfect woman for you? That's a lot, for real.
No. It's because
that's a whole topic to get into.
like what I want to get into.
I feel.
Yeah.
I feel. Yeah.
We gonna say that.
I feel.
Especially good. Yeah, we gonna save it. Clothing brand.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to cut that other shit out. But clothing brand. You said that you're trying to start yours, right?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And then you guys already know I'm trying to start mine. I would definitely say the biggest thing I'm excited for would be the Japan.
The Japan.
And the reason why I say that is because
you're gonna get so many inspiration.
Oh, for sure. Not only do I get tons of inspiration when I'm on a vacation per se, but as I explained to people before, when I'm on a vacation, that doesn't just mean that I stop everything. Yeah. Because I still build on what's important to me. I still take my journals. You feel me? I still take my books out there so I can jot whatever ideas down for my brand and my businesses, and still feed myself knowledge through whatever books that I take. So I would definitely say when I do decide to go to Japan, whether we go together, whether we go separate,
that's gonna be a crazy vlog.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. You feel me? So much content's gonna come from that.
That's gonna be crazy,
man. But I would say when I do decide to take that that trip, it's going to be a huge turn due to the fact that, like we said, yeah, there's manufacturers out here, but the fact that so many people get their stuff from Japan, China, and then we get to go feel all the quality fabrics and build the relationship with the manufacturers that we find overseas. It's gonna be different. And I just think that because we're taking the time to do this, some people don't want to fly out there to do that. When people fly out to Japan or Tokyo, they just want to go have fun. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. And to be honest, people have different definitions of fun.
Right, I was about to say that. That's our definition of fun.
Exactly. It's still gonna be fun to me to go and take in everything, because not only am I gonna go and feel some products, but they finna tell us how to truly build out a tech pack. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand within a clothing brand, you got people that want to send stuff out, but they don't realize that you need to make a nice tech pack to even get what you want, how you want it from these manufacturers, exactly how you want it per se. So
measurements and everything.
You feel me? So it's saving you the time to have to keep sending a blank back or buying another one or sending it back and saying this isn't the right size, this isn't this, to knowing exactly what comes in a tech pack, putting it out how you want, writing the notes and sending it to them so they can get it right
That's
there.
a gem. I don't think a lot of people knew that.
Real talk.
Learn something new every day.
You feel me? But the Japan trip, Tokyo, is going to be it's going to be a movie. I can't lie. Like I said, even if we don't go together, y'all better be tapped in, because he's gonna be vlogging for you guys. He's gonna bring tons of content you guys' way. So I'm gonna have all his information in the description for sure, so you guys can go tap in with his pages, because you guys can already see, my boy is very knowledgeable, right? He has many gems for you, and he has a lot coming in store. So definitely gotta vibe with him.
So much exciting things, so many good things to come, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
hey, I'm hyped. I can't lie.
I'm just I've never been this much excited in my life. But I'm excited for it all.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of go back, we were saying the good and the bad. I'm excited for it all. I'm accepting of it all. But the most thing that I'm excited about is just the ideas that's to come, the inspiration, because it's no telling what you're gonna create. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a trip to me. Like, it still trips me out. And I kind of got this idea from music. The fact that, like, from my end as a musician, you can listen to an instrumental and come up with a melody, come up with words, make it make sense, come up with a song. And it's like, it's so overlooked, but the process in it is just like mind-blowing to me, in a sense. Like, the fact that you can take what you see of what you've been through and your emotions and create art with it. And I see that no different from clothing or fashion, whatever it is that you want to call it. It's like taking your inspiration and all that you've been through, or your brand, and putting that into a form of something that you can wear and be proud of. Like, just the fact of being able to create that is just like exciting to me. Damn, I tapped my mic. Hopefully I ain't mess y'all ears up. Man. But that alone, like, is exciting to me. Like, I just can't wait for that process of just finding new inspiration and ideas, and having a vision for certain concepts. You know what I'm saying? Like, just putting it all together and sharing all what you've been working on with the world, in a sense, regardless of the outcome. Just you're able to get your ideas out there and put it into the atmosphere. Man. It's like exciting to me.
And not to cut you off, but to expand on what you were saying though, I feel like many clothing brands that I see, there's not much creativity that comes with it. And I mean that because I'll just use, the app that everybody, is known for these clothing brands, TikTok. You go to TikTok, these brands are damn near the same thing.
Same thing, bro.
They just want to make a shirt that
same design.
Is hard, like you said, that got the same design and everything, and it dilutes what's really going on. A lot of people don't really build. I was talking to Kevin about this the other day. I can't lie to you, but many people don't build something behind the brand itself, like you were saying. Put your emotion into it, your vision, whatever you imagine, everything that you've been through, and make it part of your brand, because people can relate more to that than you just trying to make something hard. Because if someone comes up to you and they're like, oh, why'd you get a clothing brand? Oh, because I thought it was tough. Right. Well, what's that really gonna bring? When someone comes up to one of us and we tell them exactly why we're making our clothing brand, and people resonate with the message,
that's what sells.
Yeah, people are gonna vibe with it. This shirt, you might have a shirt that's probably like, it's probably nothing too special, but because people mess with the message behind it, they're going to invest into your brand, and they're going to rock it and tell other people about it. And once they start telling other people about it, word of mouth is very strong. Probably the strongest form of, like marketing that you can really get. So when people are really out here talking about your brand, or they're continuously posting about it just because they resonate with it, more people are gonna want to keep wanting to be a part of your community and what you have going on. So I would definitely say, yes, putting your emotion and actually building a message behind it that's meaningful is way more important than just making a shirt that you think is hard. Because at the end of the day, I can have a dope message behind it and make the simplest hoodie in the world. But because people know what I stand for, they're gonna go get it. And that's just real talk. So I just feel like that's something that needs to change in the clothing brand world. I mean, hey, if that's what they want to do, then that's them. But
it's money at the end of the day, though. Yeah, some people just want to make some money.
Man.
So it's not really a lot of emotion that goes behind it.
Facts. But for the people that really do have like a true passion and want to go deeper than just a hoodie that's hard, right? I would say take what we said and put it into practice while you're building out the business plan for that clothing brand, for sure.
What?
For sure.
It's kind of like like one person that I really kind of did a lot of research on was Virgil.
Oh,
and
yes.
I always knew about Virgil. I always tapped into his work, but I didn't really start tapping to who Virgil was after his death. Like, who is Virgil? Who is the creator behind Off-White and all this shit that a lot of people go crazy over? And one thing that I got from him that I'll put towards my own brand is he kind of basically said there's no limits and there's no rules to fashion or the clothing industry in a sense, and how you can take something like this and change the perspective of this. And he kind of said, like, taking this or anything and putting it like by a garbage can or something like that, and people will look at it and they'll be like, there's just, some people might not even pay attention to it. They'll look at it like it's trash or some shit. Like, what the hell? But if you was to take this same thing and put it into a art gallery display where it's all white and you put a light over it and you got it hovering around and people's walking by and they looking at it like, some people gonna find it intriguing. Like, what the hell is it? And it's changing your environment behind your product. And it's more so of selling the emotion more so than the actual product. You know, a lot of people buy shit because they see other people buying it and they want to feel cool and all this other shit. Me, on the other hand, bro, I'm dressing for comfort. So a lot of people are like me to where they don't really care the name of the brand or exactly what it is. I just want to be comfortable with it, whatever it is that I wear. But what's going to get that person to buy it is another thing. And you have to find ways. That's a whole nother conversation as far as marketing and promoting whatever it is that you're selling. But
I think that we can make that the next one for sure.
Yeah, it goes, but it all comes together as one at the end of the day. Your emotion, whatever it is that you're putting behind your brand, if clothing is something that you want to venture off into, you know, like, what is meaningful to you? Because you as the creator, you're unique in your own way. So it's taking that and it's finding a way to create a product with it, or a concept, or whatever type of t-shirt, clothing, hoodie, whatever it is that you want. And then once you have that, how can I market this product to my viewers or whoever it is, my consumers, people that want to buy this? It's finding a creative way. And that kind of goes back to what I said. That's what I'm excited about. It's just everything that comes with it. It's so many different steps to it. But it's all worth it, and it all comes together very well once you start to put the pieces together.
That's real talk.
Virgil is, man. Do y'all research on Virgil if y'all don't know about Virgil?
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Simple.
talk to you.
I mean, look, fear of God, right? Essentials. Very simple. If y'all are familiar with the brand Essentials, very simple. Fear of God, Essentials. But why is fear of God so popular? It's comfortable, it's affordable, and I think the real reason why people resonate with it is because the saying, fear of God. I don't fear no man but God. Simple as that. That's kind of one of the things that got me. It's like, I don't fear no man on this earth but God. Well, God ain't on this earth, because if he was, I wouldn't be here right there. You feel me? But yeah, it's very simple but complex. It has its own meaning behind it. And that also helped me dive into who is Jerry Lorenzo, the creator of Fear of God, and tap into what inspired him to create a brand like that. Because, you know, it has this designer, quote unquote, thing as well. This is like the more affordable, and then he has the ones that cost like $400-500 for a damn t-shirt or a hoodie or something like that.
That part.
But yeah, it's just finding your purpose behind whatever it is that you create. It don't have to necessarily be clothing. Some of y'all might be musicians. Some of y'all might be athletes. Some of y'all might be into the medical field, film industry. I might want to tap into. So some of y'all just might want to do this, just like content creation in a sense. You have to find your purpose behind it. And what is purpose? Well, that's a lot to get behind. Purpose. What is purpose?
Man, to be honest, I probably dive into that topic like the most. I can't lie. Because on my Instagram.
Yeah. What is purpose, man? I feel like purpose is like.
You want me to go through it?
Yeah.
Purpose is like, I explain it to you guys all the time, but you know, we're gonna go through it again, and then we're gonna see what
sometimes you gotta repeat it.
Oh, for sure.
So they can hear it.
Like I said, purpose is when it's something that drives you every single day. When you wake up, it's the first thing that's on your mind, other than God. But it's something that you know that you need to get done, no matter what. Like for me, one of my purposes that I know that, you know, God has placed on this earth for me is to come and continuously bring you guys knowledge. I'm just be real. When I'm not bringing you guys knowledge, I'm not even gonna cap to you. Like, I know, or not even I know, I feel weird. And it just, because I'm just like when I went to Vegas that 1 week for my internship, and I wasn't posting my videos because, number one, forgot my mics. Number two, I was just so busy doing the internship. But I felt weird every single day that I did not post a video for you guys, because I know that one of my purposes is to bring you guys that knowledge, right? Making this podcast is a great way for me to do that. Not only for me to do that, but to bring amazing guests like Jamal on to bring you guys knowledge as well, because then you guys can see it from more than just my perspective, but you can see it from their perspectives as well. Yeah, you know, it's something that, it's a beautiful thing. Purpose is a very beautiful thing. We kind of spoke about it a little bit earlier. I remember you said you didn't want to use this word, but sometimes, you know, you have to go through a little bit of a stage like this.
Oh, depression?
Yeah, to like really see it. You know, there was a point where I was depressed. And I'm gonna just be open with you guys, because, you know, that's what I like to do. There was a point in time where I was depressed. I would say, I think it was the first year of COVID, like when COVID first hit off. And this is when I stopped running track. And track was what really brought purpose into my life a lot around that time. And I would say once I was done with that, I didn't know what the heck, you know, I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Just to be real. Not saying that track was like the greatest thing. Basketball has always been my favorite sport for sure. I just never went to like go and pursue that, because I was like so locked in with track and helping them. But that's besides the point. But once I stopped, I had to really think to myself, like, what the hell am I finna do? Because like we said, and where we come from, the black community, it's either rapping, being an athlete, or gangbanging. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not gangbanging. That's retarded. I'm not rapping. Not gonna lie to you. Hey.
I heard you got some bars though, bro.
Don't listen to him. You must be thinking of my dad. I know we look alike, but we not the same person. But yeah, so rapping wasn't gonna be me. And like I said, I'm always gonna be an athlete regardless, but I know there was more to life than just that. There has to be, because what are you gonna do after you're done with your athletic career? If we see all these people who are, you know, billionaires and millionaires in their own right, and they're not even athletes, okay, well, what are they doing to get to that point in their life? Now, I feel like that's something that, you know, we could have spoke about earlier, but I think that's something that we're ignorant about, because we speak about them, I'm gonna just say, we speak about, you know, white people or whatever being rich, and instead of trying to see what got them there, we want to sit here and be like, oh, you know, they just think they're all that because, you know, they're rich. Well, I mean, if we being real, if they didn't worked for constant years to get in the place that they're in, to set up their future generations, well then yeah, of course, they're gonna feel like that. I guarantee you many people would feel like that if they were able to accomplish something of such magnitude. So I would definitely like say that that's something that we have to do better at. And that's what really sparked all of this, to be honest. Knowing that there's a life outside of just being an athlete. me making sure that I had to continue staying in shape, you know, continue with my fitness journey outside of track, because that's mainly, you know, where my workouts were. And that's what made me realize, okay, I love training other athletes because it's something that I'm very knowledgeable about. Okay, so let me help other athletes and then people who just, you know, want to get in shape in general. And I love to see how they feel after I help them, you know, or I stay with them on their journey, because it's a beautiful thing to help other people. And even with the podcast and the clothing brand, everything that I'm doing, it's more than, it's not just about the money, right? A lot of people go into things and they just think about the money. And well, no, that's not how it is for me. Like I just told you guys, the purpose that God has put me on this earth for is to sit here and feed positive knowledge and to help other people. And that's what I'm doing. My clothing brand is to remind you guys that you can do the same thing that, you know, the people who you guys probably look up to are doing in terms of being successful. All you got to do is stay consistent, like we said earlier, so you can continue seeing your dreams unfold and turn into reality, seeing your dreams come into reality for you. So I would definitely say everybody needs to take the time to find their purpose, because then they can see or they can feel the excitement that we're feeling right now. You know,
it's gonna find you too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The purpose gonna find you
if you're not getting caught up with the wrong things. Just being
yeah.
If you really taking the time to like separate yourself and better yourself, then yes, your purpose will find you for sure.
You know, what's crazy too is that you just said, like, even if you are hanging with the wrong people or you're in the wrong environment, I was the person to where I tried to ignore it. I tried to do everything in my power to ignore the vision, the thought, the voices, all of that. Like, I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but like, I feel like whatever is destined for you in this life is gonna happen. No man, no woman, including yourself, can take that away from you. It's going to happen. And I came to a realization of that when I tried to ignore the feeling of music, in a sense, and tapping into that. Like, I didn't want to do it. I didn't. If I wasn't playing basketball or fucking around with some joint, not that I've ever done before, but or playing a game or just anything, it's like, regardless of whatever I did, the vision, the voice only grew louder and louder and louder and louder. And I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt, like, bad. Like, that's where the depression comes in. It's gonna hit you so hard to the point to where you're gonna have no choice but to sit down and really, like, self-reflect, like self-evaluate, in a sense of just, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I here? What is my purpose? And you're not gonna be able to escape that feeling. You're gonna have to be accepting of it. And once you do, that's when the real work begins. But as you begin to take time out and start to embrace it and trust it, that's the part right there, that's the key. You have to trust it. Like, this is why I'm here. This is what I'm here to do. You have to trust that in order for it to work. And you will. Don't even stress over that. I feel like you will. Once you get to that point of trusting it and nurturing it, in a sense, and becoming better, then you get to a point to where you've been through all what you've been through. Now all the fun comes in, because you didn't been through so much to a point to where it's like you don't even care anymore. Like, I'm gonna just do it just to do it. Like, once you get to that point, I feel, and just not thinking about what people think, the whole conversation we had about support, just anything, but just locking in on this, like, I feel like sky's the limit for you. Like once you get to that point in your life to where you going all in on it, that's the only thing you think about. When you wake up, you think about it. Before you go to sleep, you think about it. When you out in a place to where it's meant for people to have fun, but you're thinking about this, it's like you locked in with it at that point. Like,
Nah, that's real shit.
Nah, like, for real, like, you know, because certain environments is meant for you just to have fun.
Hey.
And just participate in a whole bunch of other things. Y'all know what it is.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this, and then Yeah. To add on to what he said, I would say, because I be having this feeling, I've gotten to the point now to where, let's say, you know, I got people around me and they ask me to go and do something. My body will literally, and y'all can call me crazy, y'all already know I don't care, but my body will literally give me every signal to not go.
Yeah.
Because either it's not worth my time, or because it's just me like kind of just feeling like something wrong is gonna happen. And usually that's why I stay to myself in certain situations, because I know I don't like being in certain environments. And when I do take the time, when I do sit here and ignore those, like you said, and I go, it ends up being the worst experience ever, because it's like, damn, I want to go back home, or I want to be working on my business or something right now. Like, why the hell did I end up coming? And a lot of times when that happens, something bad does end up happening.
Yeah.
Like, I can go to a party and that my body told me not to. Next, you know, you got people ruining it because they want to sit here and be gang banging or think they hard, and next you know, the party gets shut down because they're being ignorant. Or maybe I'm going somewhere else that my friends don't want to go to, and then next thing you know, like, something random happens there that's just, you know, just terrible. And that's when I should really be telling myself, like, damn, I should have stayed home. Like, I should have stayed home and worked on my business, because that's exactly what my body was telling me that I should do. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that situation. I think we really went crazy this episode.
We talked about a lot of things.
You feel me? We gave you guys tons of knowledge. Like I said, go follow my boy IG. Go ahead or it's gonna be down in the description, but you can go ahead and let him know all your socials and everything for sure.
Mallymbl, MALLYMBL on all platforms.
Okay, you heard it there on all platforms. You feel me? This is the first, but it's definitely not gonna be the last that you see us two together.
Yeah.
And be prepared for a lot more.
Yeah. Ask myself what you want from me. She be swearing that I'm hard body. No, I ain't been myself lately. Swear I got a smile through it all. Ain't got no one to call.